What's going on, y'all? My name is Kenyon Felder. I'm a nephew of Jamel Felder, Uncle Boo Boo, whoever you call him. Man, big dog, you know what I'm saying? That's where, he go by anything. Um, First, I just want to say that having him in my life has been awesome. He's literally taught me a lot. He taught me how to be a better football player. He taught me how to be a father. And and definitely got me connected to God and faith and all that. Um, First question he threw at me was, what challenges were you facing before working with me? In general, I would say, I was having some family issues at the time. Mom and dad, weren't together. My mom wasn't really in my life as much. I mean, she was in my life, but she wasn't like raising me and stuff like that. My grandmother was the one that raised me from when I was a baby to who I am now. My father, he probably can't really speak too much about him. I mean, he's been in my life maybe for a year or two. I don't really remember, but that's about it there. And then, as far as another thing I was facing was losing my grandmother. That was a tough one for me. Still to this day, trying to figure things out with her being in my life, but she usually was the one there for me and explaining me things and teaching me things from when she was here. I mean, that's pretty much what else I was facing. But that was pretty it for what I was facing. Another question he threw at me was, how did our sessions help you mentally, physically, emotionally? It helped me a lot. So when I first met Uncle Boo Boo, I mean, I met him. Well, I don't remember, but I used to be around him when I was a kid. I don't know how old I was, but I used to be really attached to him when I was young. But when I actually got to physically be with him, was when I was playing football at West Liberty, and he came up and got me, spent time with me. He brought me in, things like that, trained me. Like, as far as football, man, he turned me into a totally different animal. I wish I had that more when I was younger, because I probably been a lot better. I probably went further in football if I was involved with him more when I was younger. Mentally, as far as when I go mentally, he kind of changed me as a father and things like that. Just being involved, knowing what to do, knowing what to do as a dad, what's the priorities you need to do to be a good dad, you know what I'm saying? And just focusing on building your family and making sure your family is, right, keeping that bond tight and not letting nothing stop it. Emotionally, as far as emotionally, he kind of put this type of thing in my head, look, man, you're gonna go through tough times. You just gotta lock in and just push through those tough times, because every day not gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? If you're having a bad day, just try to get through it, and then start over the next day. Go home and talk to your wife about it, and get all the negative things out, and then move on with your day. That's another thing he kind of brought into me, taught me when I was being around him when I was down there in Johnstown. But another question he gave me was, what specific tools or insights made the biggest difference? Never quitting. You know what I mean? That's something he definitely put in me, was I don't care what you doing, I don't care. When it come to benching, don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Come back the next day, do it again. Just try to push yourself to be better than what you were. You know what I'm saying? Always try to strive for being better every day. I mean, don't be settled on what you have now, because that won't last long. You want to always improve yourself as a person, worker, or whatever you do. You always want to focus on trying to better yourself every day. That's one tool that I say, never quit. You know what I mean? I don't care how hard or how tough the situation is. And Another thing is, he asked me was, how are you doing now as a result of our work together? Man, I say from the day I met him to now, it's been a whole lot better. Cause like now I got this, I got this thing in me. And when he was living in Johnstown, PA, he had this, you know, just this one quote: "Be different. Always be different. No matter on the situation, try to be different than everybody." You know, that's something that I always keep with me. Like regardless on if I'm doing something new, doing something that I always been doing. Try to be different from others and focus on being different from others. You know, it's gonna make you stand out more. And like that's pretty much it, man. Like I'm just going ahead and tell y'all, like when it comes to my uncle, Jamel Felder, or Uncle Boo Boo, he's one of those guys that he gonna change you. He gonna push you to the limits. He gonna make you change. And you're not gonna see it when you first start with him, but like throughout years, bro, if you stay with him and lock in with him throughout the weeks and stuff, even years, if you with him for years, man, you'll tell the difference on what he done to you. Like I can remember a time when it was a time where I had brought my buddy Broderick down to do a workout with him, and you know, he told me, he said, whatever he do wrong, that's gonna be a penalty on you. So, like, he gonna push you to your limits. He gonna want you to quit, and that's what he don't want you to quit. He wants you to work through those tough times. So that's one thing about him. Like, he gonna make you a great person. He gonna make you a man for sure. He definitely gonna make you tough, and he's gonna make you him. Like, he's gonna make sure he's gonna make you the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got in that bag, or whatever you trying to focus on and strive to be, he gonna do that to you. So that's one thing I want to let you guys know about my uncle, man. He's one of those guys. But that's everything, y'all. Y'all have a good one.